you were Senior Contracts Manager here at the Dublin Convention Centre. Can you tell us more about the project?
Yeah, I could probably stand here all night talking about this project, but it's funny, when I walk in I always feel very proud of the project, and goes back to when I got involved in, I'm going to say early 2006. And it was funny because I was involved in building the building next door here, which is now the PwC headquarters. Yeah. And there was no senior contracts manager had been selected to build this job. And I used to always joke about who would want to build this job. It's so difficult, it's complex. It's on the canal on one side. We have a building on that side. We have the Lewis behind us and the Liffey in front. So it was going to be an extremely challenging project, but then they asked me would I do it, and I was like, sure, but I was absolutely terrified. So there you are. That was my introduction to the conference centre. So yeah, look, my memory of the conference, there's so many memories here. I could tell so many stories, but I think the legacy for me is really about the team. We had an excellent team. I was so lucky to have inherited a really strong team, and I took a number of the people that worked with us next door. But when you look on the team, we had a very experienced element to it, but also a very, very young element who were really, really strong and committed and ambitious. And I think that's reflective when you know here tonight. Now we've three people in particular: Leanne Broderick, who was a senior engineer on the project, who's now a regional director. We have Donal O'Gorman, who was also a senior engineer on this building, who's a regional director. And we have Derek Marr, who was assistant contracts manager with me here, who's also a regional director. So three young, I guess, members of the team here have now gone on to become regional directors. So I think that's fantastic. So that's one of the strong abiding memories for me, as well as all the other stories here that we had. Another good story here is that the contract was written that we completed the project. It was the 10th of May 2010. We had to leave the operators of the building in for 3 months so that they could run the building in anger. Right. And then our official handover was the 10th of August 2010. And we were just expecting small events. And little did we know, a couple of weeks after we handed over, they were saying the X Factor was coming here. So absolutely terrifying night with the X Factor here, because we were, obviously we wanted everything to go right. Thankfully it did. But yeah, that was a big surprise for us. So it just showed you that the building was, was capable of handling an event like that. Literally a couple of weeks after we'd finished it. So that was fantastic. Yeah.
Fantastic. And it's something that you're really proud of?
Oh, absolutely. I think one of the real joys of our business is that when you build projects, you get to see them. So you drive by them all the time, and this one in particular, because it's such a landmark building, always gives me great pride. And the way I travel home is actually a lot of I drive by here because I head on through the tunnel. So, and then my children still refer to this as Daddy's building. So it's yeah. And they were very young, obviously, when I was building it. So yeah, look, tremendously proud of the team and what they've achieved, and where their careers are now, and their future looks bright for them too. So really, really happy about that.
Thanks, Donal. Thanks.